So, welcome back to the Basement Movie Room. We're here to discuss a Vinegar Syndrome release, although this is one of their bigger releases. It's not like a typical Vinegar Syndrome movie, which you'll probably get as the next review that we put up on the channel. But this is the 1999, I believe, release.
That was Vinegar?
Yeah, it's a Vinegar.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's a Vinegar Syndrome release, a 4K release of Vinegar Syndrome. It is the David Cronenberg film Existence, which I feel is a lesser-known Cronenberg film. A lot of people know History of Violence, Eastern Promises, which we've done on the channel as well. But Scanners, yeah, Scanners. Let's see, what is Videodrome, those kind of films. So lots of people know those, but not as many people recognize Existence as a David Cronenberg film. And it definitely fits the Cronenberg scale on like body horror type things, weird stuff. But yeah, Vinegar Syndrome released this on a 4K special edition recently.
Got The Fly.
Yeah, The Fly, of course. Yeah, for sure. Might want to hang on to that. So we watched it tonight, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it a little bit. So Existence stars Jude Law and I wanted to say Rachel Lee Cook, but it's Jennifer Jason Leigh. Jennifer Jason Leigh in the main roles of the movie.
Score by Howard Shore.
That's right. There's a score by Howard Shore. I didn't notice it much, though. It's a very understated type score. Yeah, it's in the background for sure.
Yeah.
A couple other recognizable actors you'll see in it is Willem Dafoe, Callum Keith Rennie, who you recognize from Battlestar Galactica, maybe, if you watch that show. But so Existence is a video game movie. It's essentially about a video game.
Willem Dafoe.
Well, I said Willem Dafoe.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
Well, I need to
As
listen.
gas. So Existence is a video game movie. It's about a video game designer named Allegra Geller and her bodyguard, somewhat named Ted Pickle.
Yeah.
Which looks like pickle, P-I-K-U-L, pickle. So
He's Canadian.
he is Canadian. He has the Canadian accent. He says sorry and a boot. Yeah. So
You love him. He does a good job of hiding his accent.
yeah, he does. He does. And like, there's a lot of actors. Christopher Eccleston is also in there. Doctor Who. If you watch Doctor Who, he was the 10th Doctor. Excellent Doctor Who. Really enjoyed his season as Doctor Who. But so just to go into the plot a little bit about this, I don't want to do too much on the plot of this one because it's really hard to explain without spoiling kind of the movie. But essentially, what we get is Jennifer Jason Leigh plays a video game designer. The video games of the future are like weird, fleshy, weird things and kind of like fleshlights and pocket vaginas or something like that. It's a very weird.
Sexual,
Very, very, very weird.
organic.
Yeah, Ian Holm, also in this movie. I forgot to mention him.
Oh, yeah.
So, at the start of the movie is her coming to demonstrate her new game, which is a new video game system called Existence. And she starts to show it off, and a guy in the crowd pulls out this crazy gun made of bones and teeth and shoots her and shoots Christopher Eccleston and saying like death to Allegra Geller. Basically, they're like a realism people. These video games are apparently getting in the way of life, and people don't like it. People are stuck in these video games, like the virtual reality of the video games. It's a very odd. They have these ports in their back that you plug into with like these umbilical cords. It's very weird.
Yeah,
it's very weird. But the movie overall, and I don't want to go into the plot. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who may want to watch it.
The Matrix.
It's very Matrix-esque. And coming out the same year, it's very odd that it came out the same year, essentially. And it's very, very Matrix-esque. Because you go into the video game and you're in this like virtual world and you're playing a game. Jude Law and Jennifer...
Was involved. Yeah.
Jennifer Jason Leigh have to navigate the video game. And they deal with other characters who they have to say the right things to. There's a Chinese waiter, and they have to shoot somebody, and they have to build this bone gun that was outside of the video game as well. you never quite know what's real and what's not real in this movie. It's kind of like the big thing of this movie is you don't know what's real or not real. Even in the end, and I don't want to spoil it, you don't actually know if it's real.
Right.
You don't know what's actually happened. And that may seem like a down thing for you, but it actually ultimately kind of works for the movie. But, yeah, I mean, I enjoy the movie a lot. I saw it originally when it came out. I didn't see it in the theater, but I saw it like on DVD or whatever when it came out. Probably a Blockbuster rental. Rip the Blockbuster. Hollywood Video, that's where I worked at. So, yeah, I am so old. Hollywood Video in Cordova, Tennessee. Right there on Germantown Parkway. If you came in there and you recognize me, go ahead and comment and let me know that. It's probably a Dollar General now. That's what the Family Video up here is now. Dollar General. Yeah, by your house.
Yep.
So, yeah. But what did you think of Existence? It's your first time seeing it.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It was really interesting and weird in a weird way.
Oh, it's weird.
Yeah, like the body porn and like I kept mentioning you know, he would have been a great Hellraiser director.
Oh, there's no doubt that he would have been.
It would have been
great on Hellraiser.
Perfect for that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of weird, gross stuff in this, but
super weird, gross stuff.
I kept thinking, you know, Matrix, Hellraiser during this movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and like it's so similar. Like Matrix, you know, they had the ports in the back of their head, you know, for stuff. And like the port was in the back, and it's not metal at all. It's like skin ports. It's super weird. Defoe plays like a creepy gas station attendant, and it's like perfect for Defoe. Just like every role he plays is. We were talking about like Defoe will take any role and just nail it every time. He's perfect in it, and it's hard. It is a hard movie to talk about. To be honest, it's a hard movie.
Can't really go through.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil anything.
I mean, the ending is one of those where it makes you, well...
It literally says at the ending, like, are we still in the game?
Are we still... Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, you know, it's enjoyable. Yeah.
Kind of flies under the radar.
Yeah, there's some hinky CGI.
No idea this was a Vinegar.
Yeah, it is. They released it. It's not like your typical Vinegar Syndrome film, obviously. Yeah. They released it. They did the 4K cut, 4K release of it, which is what we watched.
Young Jude Law.
Very young Jude Law.
Holy cow.
Jennifer Jason Leigh's pretty young in this as well. Yeah. I mean, it's 1999. We're 24 years ago at this point, which that means we're 24 years past the graduation date because we graduated in 99. Yeah. High school. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, the movie overall, it has some interesting visuals, interesting plot lines, interesting like video game notes. It's really hard to talk about without kind of going into spoilers. So I don't want to do that because I want you guys to watch this movie. I think it's well worth watching. Mm-hmm. I think it's an excellent movie.
Definitely check it out. It's fun.
If you haven't seen it, because I mean, it was a failure. I think overall. Like, it didn't do well at the box office. It didn't, you know. And then a lot of people just don't even know it exists. Existence.
Yeah, came out in the wrong year.
Big time.
Yeah. I mean, they were doing a similar thing to The Matrix.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's similar, but it's not.
It's, yeah.
You know?
It's like...
The only similar thing is they plug in.
They plug in. Yeah. That's the similar thing. Yeah. But the big part of this movie is, like, you're questioning, is this reality or is this a game? Where are we at in the story? What is going on here? And then, you know, the ending kind of like flips everything on its head and says, you don't really know. You don't know a single part of this movie was in a game. Obviously, there's some parts that are definitely in the game. But the end of the movie is like, you don't actually know what is real and what wasn't real. There's like in fact, the characters experience that throughout the movie. They're like, are we still in the game?
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden, a character from a game level that they were in is in the level that we believe is real life.
And, yeah.
You just never know.
You even think, like, is this character unplugged right now because
Yeah.
they're acting more like an NPC,
Yeah.
and their character in the game is just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah.
You know, it was pretty cool, pretty well done, and the props that they used, like all the creatures in the game
Yeah.
were like.
Yeah, they're real.
Those are
They
real.
made those. Like those
had to be animatronic.
the trout farm where they're like chopping up these like mutated things.
Yeah.
It's like it's wild. And the Russian guy, I really like the Russian guy. And the Evgeny is his name in the movie, which is Eugene in English. But that guy I really like, and he's recognizable. But you called him Balky because he looks like Bronson Pinchot. He really does. He really looks like Bronson Pinchot. So I mean, overall, the movie has got a lot to like. It's only like 90 minutes long, and I swear the credits at the beginning last 10 minutes, so it's like 80 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's like a quick watch, and
Yeah,
it's,
I was almost like, that felt like a short film.
yeah, it did not feel that long. It was excellent.
It almost felt contained.
Yeah,
Where, of course they went to different places and this and that, but everything felt like it was pretty contained.
yeah. They're like set wise, like it's very minimal. There's not a lot of extras in this movie. I guess towards the end they're getting a little extras, but like you're right. It's very contained. It's all set in like backwoods Canada or something. There's like not a lot of city. There's no city at all in it. There's a church in it that they do a lot of it in.
Yeah.
There's a ski lodge that they do a lot of it in. There's a hotel room, and that's kind of in a gas station. In the trout farm. Yeah, there's like 5 sets in this movie, and it's like it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a crazy movie, but I think it's quite excellent, to be honest.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah. Soundtrack, like you said, Howard Shore, it's understated. There's not much to it.
Better than Sucker Punch.
It's better than Sucker Punch. That's right. Yeah, always.
We just did a list.
Isn't everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't have a lot more to say about the plot of the movie or about the movie overall. I mean, this will be a short review because I don't want to spoil anything. I want you guys to watch it for yourselves because I think it's well worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Well worth watching. So I guess we can kind of hit rank. We don't have much else to say about it. We can rank.
Vinegar?
I see. This is a weird one because
it didn't feel like it.
It doesn't. It's not a Vinegar Syndrome film. Like when we talk about Vinegar Syndrome, we're looking at stuff like New York Ninja and Death Promise and the genre films.
The second movie we watched.
Fatal Games.
Yeah.
Fatal Games. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's more the typical Vinegar. This is more like a release Vinegar grabbing onto something that needed a bigger release at this point. So I don't think we do the Vinegar scale on this one, to be honest, because I don't think it needs it, because it would like outpace everything on the Vinegar scale.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So I think we do the regular scale, and I will let you go first.
Going out of 5?
Out of 5, always.
All right. I will give this a 3.
3 out of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 is a good rating for it. I think I'm more towards the 4 side of it. Yeah. I mean, it's not, by no means. No means is this a like all-timer. It's got problems in it. It's a little goofy at times, and it's a little weird, but I give it a 4 because I think it's infinitely watchable, basically. I think it's a well-done film. It's Cronenberg. It's got the body horror type stuff. It's got some kind of craziness in it. It's typical Cronenberg type stuff. But, yeah, I give it a 4. You're at a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, I loved it too. I told you.
Out of 5 scale.
Yeah. That's a good rating. Yeah. So, anything else to say about that one?
No. Check it out.
All right. Yeah, I definitely recommend you check it out, and we'll see you next time on the Basement Movie Room.